So apparently my phone was overheating and wanted me to cool it down or whatever, so it interrupted me. This is actually going to end up being a two-part video, so you're going to have to watch the first part about this stuff and how it was set up. But back to where we were. So this is a set of tops, right? And this is stuff that you order when, you work in a dentist's office and you're making dentures and stuff like that. And ooh, it's already. So apparently they actually use the same kind of gumming wax material stuff as this. That's a lot better than these little sticky black pads with glue on them. So practice, I guess. Not exactly sure which ones were more spendier. It might have been this box that was a little bit more spendier than the two of these little ones. Even though this is 28 teeth and that's 28 teeth, but this is like 64, something like that. 84 teeth. So there's 84 teeth in this box, and they have them divided by, tops, bottoms. So, yes, this pack is great if, you got a tooth on the top that's missing or a tooth on the bottom that's missing. Or, you got to do a combination like that where you have to have one on the bottom, one on the top. This box provides everything that you need. But, like I said, though, a big box of this stuff is pretty good. And you don't need it to be thick, especially when you're making dental flippers. And if you wanted to make a denture pad out of it, I mean, you can make the thickness no problem. I mean, even adding two of these together and then folding them over so that way it's quadrupled. But they're easy to play with. They're very, very pliable, as you can see. But like I said, when making the dental flipper, you're going to want to cut off a good section here. Just that much. So we'll make a nice little bend line. Just like that. Make sure it's nice and even when you're bending it. Because you want a nice even amount, right? Rip that shit off. Just like that. So that's a good amount to be able to make a good dental flipper. See, that's actually probably more than enough, actually. Because a good glob like this of this material, I mean, it's pliable when it's not heated, it's more waxy, but the thing is when you heat this material up, I'm just kind of mixing it together to make it as one solid piece, if I can, and if it'll let me. It's gonna tear some and do all that. But, yes, I washed my hands excessively hardcore before I started. And then, obviously, prepping a nice, clean surface. Very, very, very key. So, as I'm sitting here just making that, and as you can see, there's actually still too much here. So, we're going to take half of that. Put that there. So, let's take the bigger half, actually. So your bigger half is what you're going to take your tooth, just kind of jam that in there like that, right? And, still seems like that might be too much. But 1 second. So, nice handy dandy dental tool. These things are great because if you don't want to practice in your mouth doing it, just to kind of get a feel for how it'll look and what it's going to do. Okay. And I'm just going to play with this a little bit right here. So, when creating that molding, you see how I'm taking the material, the access that we're not going to be using, and just kind of curve it, same thing, get that front going. And you want to make sure that this tooth is in there really good. And then, of course, you know, making sure it's nice and straight. So, a lot of people would say, oh, you should go to dental school for learning how to do something like this. In reality, as long as you keep it clean, you should be good to go. Okay, so, seems actually a little bit big and a little bit much, but like I said, I'm just using this as an example piece. Okay, so let's grab a couple of teeth here. Alright, so you got 2 teeth that are going to be on the sides. Let's remove that out of the way so that way we've got a nice little white pad here for you guys to look at. Now it's kind of getting a little bit cluttered in this small space. So you got that